wish I knew how to work things in OBS. But I do not. Oh, I'm dumb. It's right here. Replay. There we go. Okay, I'll shut up. Hello, everybody. My name is Kazm, Vulfhart, aka Kazm. Well, you all know who I am. This is me recording some polls ahead of time just to kind of optimize the amount of time I got to get this character. But anyways, here we go.
What could the children be up to?
We got
Never mind.
person.
Let them do
Oh,
as they please.
I'm dumb. This is a tiny child. It's right here. That terrifies me. Replay. There we go. Ooh, is that Gaming? I pulled Gaming. I'm happy with this. I get so excited every time I see the flashing. A second Gaming. And one.
It's good to meet you
Oh,
at last,
Toma.
traveler. I've been here.
2, 3, 4. Oops. I button mashed. I'm sorry. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I didn't think I would be able to pull her right away. Yeah, so I had 4. So my pity now is 41, I think. Okay, so I'm sitting at 41 pity. How much longer until these are free? 6 days. Oh, it's so painful. Anyways, that's all. Thank you for watching. One, I think. Okay, so I'm sitting at 41 pity. How much longer until these are free? 6 days. Oh, it's so painful. Okay, so that was just, you know, that's all. Thank you for watching. So that was just me, recording the polls for posterity. Wrong window. In case I got her, which I didn't. I need to win the 50-50, and if I look at my pity for right now... That was weird. Wrong one. Something weird is going on with my game. Yeah, let me restart. Ignore that thing in the bottom right corner. Bottom left corner. I'm having a scuffed day today, apparently. And to that one guy who was worried about what my freaking email address is, number one, why are you worried about my email address? Number two, don't worry, it's not pussies. Okay, so that's working, and history's working. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 42. 42 pity. Oh, wait, hang on. I have a pull still. 43 pity. And I started this quest, but I got, like, a heavy bout of depression, so I just kind of didn't want to play. No, Jester, it's not pussies. Also, I want to show you guys this real quick. So, obviously, I can move left this way, right? I found out, if you've noticed my character jittering or freaking out a little bit, it's because of how I move the controller. There's a dead zone, well, it's not really a dead zone, but there's a zone in the controller where I'm holding right and she's moving left. And it's not like here's full right. Here's full left. Here's light left. Here's light right. It's like in the middle between the two. My controller can't decide which way to go, and it's bugging the crap out of me and making me angry. Because I can't properly, like... It just makes her move in makes my characters move in ways, and it's not just this game, it's other games too, which irritates the crap out of me. It looks really sad. I like how close we are to the hill trolls. You know, the ones that have crossbows that can shoot us from across the freaking pond. I will actually do this later because there's no voice acting and I'm not going to... It's doing it again. What is happening? Let me disconnect my controller and reconnect it. So why is it doing... What is wrong with my controller today?
Rain outlines your fate.
Wake up. Wake up. So you access that just fine. You won't access the book. There wasn't an update that I was aware of, so there's something... I think there's something wrong with my controller. I might need a new one.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Let's see what resetting the keybinds will do. Oof. Who in Hell's Half Acre decided that freaking O is confirmed? Or O is confirmed. What the hell?
There's a setting that you can do to swap it.
I know. It's just like, who the hell decides that that's the one that needs to be?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, everything is working just fine. Okay, that's weird. So to open the thing I want, I have to flick it towards the thing, towards said thing, and then flick it back. What the hell? I mean, that's not something that's hard to learn, but like... Was that something they just did? Or did I fuck up my controller? What do you think, Jester? Should we start on the Archon quest?
What Archon quest is it?
Port Ormos. It's the end of Sumeru, basically.
Yes. Oh, have you done Carrie Bear's quest?
Carrie Bear.
Oh, you're in for a treat. Have fun.
Wait. Okay, and now it works. What the fuck? Is it after I talk to somebody? Am I about to be traumatized? Actually, I do want to show you guys something really cool. I should go to character setup instead. Where is the child? There. This person has a cubone skull on their head.
Let's get started.
Huh?
This person has a cubone skull on their head.
Yeah.
Also, their skill is running!
Yep. Castrate that guy.
Indeed, it is done. I do hope I pull Varessa, because Varessa's got the freaking cartoon physics going on with her legs.
Yeah. Hey, Yansan is really cool because Yansan's run animation is different whether or not it's the skill.
What do you mean whether or not it's a skill? What am I missing?
So, do you have any of the other, child characters?
Yes, I have a
You're
bunch.
That blonde
I
traveler
have-
on a journey to all corners of Tevat, right?
Who do I have? I have Diona.
Doesn't matter who else, just look at, look at Diona versus Yansan's running animations.
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we aren't always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what
You would think birds would be used in that regard.
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
Fairies don't talk in this world?
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Okay, but how long before you determined that you failed to deliver the letter?
Of course, here it is. All yours.
Krieg.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
Also, Paimon is now emergency food, a weapon, and a mailing address.
Nice.
Hiya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well. From what he wrote in the letter...
Also, I gotta reiterate my question. Do fairies not talk in this world?
Reaching us.
No.
Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him? Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon.
Jafar?
Perhaps we should drop in on him then.
Not so fast, Jafar! Care Bear.
Caddy bear.
Okay, you said wine scented. Oh no, he was drunk when he wrote this. It's a wine scented letter. Ergo, he was drunk when he wrote it.
Another chance to
Yeah.
Okay, so Isan, run, switch. No wait. Okay, so how do I do this? So I use Isan's ability. Ian's ability.
quick as a flash.
And then I switch? No. Oh, do I just have to have them in my party?
Yeah.
For the different running animation? Okay.
Yeah, so just run.
So I got Kachina. I thought I had to switch and it was something with the other character.
No, just run. Just watch their animations, see how they run.
Okay, so she's the same with Kachina. It might be Nation.
Maybe.
Let's switch.
And I'm not talking about Yansan's skill, I'm talking, like, just the base running animation.
Oh, the base running animation.
Yeah. So try Diona, because I know Diona is earlier.
Oops, I moved. I moved! That's the error!
The hunt begins. Full speed ahead.
Oh, hello. There was more running. Okay, I need to go to Natlin.
Why?
Because I can use her running animation longer.
You still haven't tested out Diona.
I did, and it just looked like basic running animation. Look!
No.
Like, it's her base-ass running animation.
Diona! You keep using Yansan. You haven't tried Diona.
Okay. So, basically what you're telling me is, have Ian-san and a short character in the party, and then compare...
No!
What am I doing?
There's literally... I'm just telling you to see the difference in animation. Because the other child characters run with their arms up like kids.
Oh, I see
But
what you mean now.
Yansan,
I see what you mean
a
now.
professional personal trainer doesn't, and that's cool.
I thought it was like a neat little like nod to her being a personal trainer and having a different running animation based on the small child in your party. Like she's trying to teach them a different way of running.
No. It's just Yansan is just an actual athlete and runs like an athlete rather than a child.
Okay. All well and good. I want to see something because I did this by accident and I actually want to see how stupid I can be with it.
Anyone need a coach?
Okay, so this. Now she's running. And now she's running faster. Okay, that's terrifying. Why would you give this to a child? Why would you give a child? Have we not learned from Dashpar?
I mean, to be fair, all of the Night Soul forms have that mechanic.
Yeah.
Hers is just running and then running faster. I go up.
Where in the fuck? Oh, I gotta wait. I'm hitting all the... Well, this is an interesting pause screen. Yeah, no, this... I need a new controller, I think. This is starting to piss me off. If only they weren't fucking $80.
Yeah.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'm sorry to everyone who eardrums I bursted.
Hmm.
Not so fast, Jafar.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
A brain cell?
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Thinking.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here. Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me.
Why does
after all.
Kaya sound like he's some sort of
Come now.
scumbag all the
I
time?
wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru spices are famous the world over. It's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
I'm sorry, isn't the foremost alcoholic beverage master Diluc? The guy runs and owns a
No.
winery.
The joke is he's an alcoholic.
Ah.
And how did that go?
Well, Diluc knows wine. Because, you know,
So
he has a
far, so
winery.
good.
But I wouldn't say that
I'm
he's an
already in
outright
talks
expert of
with
it
some
since
spice
he only
merchants in
inherited it.
Portolamos
Ah.
about some potential
He's not passionate
collaboration.
about it as Kaya
Great
is.
business opportunity.
And
Don Winery and
Venti.
Master Diluc are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
You say venti?
Well, let's not get ahead of
Venti's a
ourselves.
drunkard.
Whether this lucrative opportunity gets
So of course he
passed
would be
along to Don
passionate about
Winery or
alcohol.
not, depends on how nice
Why
I'm
does that not
feeling.
surprise me?
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain.
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And do continue.
If I didn't already know all the Archons, I
Do
would
I have
assume that
to?
he's an Archon.
When I said we could talk about the old
Kaya?
times, digging up
'Cause
my
he has,
past
one of his eyes is
wasn't what
off.
I had in mind.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Like his
Since you're so
iris
interested.
is
Like I
unique,
said,
much
I
like
was
the other
very young
Archons.
then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru.
So are he and
to revisit
Kaya's adopted
I'm
brothers?
sure you'll agree that everyone's
You
curious
look
about
at
their
him.
roots on some level.
Huh?
And my
Yeah.
roots, they're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru.
Because that
Wasn't
never
long
ends well.
before the merchant
Poorly,
delegation
sorry.
received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear.
Wait, he was walking
It
on
was a
water?
short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
Hi, Dainsleif.
Life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to keep me alive.
Yeah, a child at sea
One
doesn't
was
normally
assuring
last
that
long.
I'd be safely cut off from certain things. The thought that I might
There's
be
a
able to
reason cruise
actually
ship
live a happy
railings are
life
really
there
big.
must have been the icing on the cake. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
This man is not subtle.
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Sounds German.
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted. Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Dun dun dun!
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Okay, so a few things. Number one, major lore implications and lore drop really coming out of left field here. Number two, for some reason, I'm really not surprised.
Told ya. There's a lot more to come. Have fun.
It really doesn't
I'm
hit.
just gonna sit here and write my essay.
What are you writing about?
Oh my.
Women's role
That's
in
quite a
murder and
lot of baggage
mysteries.
for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say,
Like,
it does
like
confirm
writing or
suspicion.
actually committing
I suppose that was why my father left me in
What?
Mondstadt after all.
the murder mysteries.
No,
I'm surprised
So
that you
we
take
had
me at my
to
word
read
without the
a
faintest hint of skepticism.
because it's a
Well,
murder
perhaps what
and
you told
mayhem
me just
class, so we
happens
learned
to
about
answer
like
some
murder
questions I
and
carry in my
in the
memories.
world and
And in any case,
and writing and stuff
I
like that
recognize
and
your eyes.
all those kinds of things.
You're a
This we had to
pure-blood
read a book
Conrian, aren't you?
and write an essay based off of a prompt
Very
that we
clever.
choose that has something to
Forgive me
do
for
with
being
that book.
direct,
And
but I
I
sincerely
read
hope this new knowledge doesn't change.
Silence of the Lambs, and
If
I
you've
chose the
already let
prompt
go of your
of
ties
what
to the
is women's
past,
role
then
in
keep it
murder
that
and
way.
violence. What role do they play, and how does it fit into things? So I'm basically just breaking down how women are almost always entirely victimized in every single depiction.
Why do you all get the freaking cool classes?
Last semester, I had a class that was literally just learning about cryptids.
Why do you all get the cool classes?
On main campus, there's an anime class
I.
where you study different kinds of anime and like the genres and stuff.
I had to
There's
read a
lot of-
book about freaking butterflies during a flood, and you guys get to freaking have anime, cryptid, and murder?
Yeah, well, there's a lot more. Those are just the ones I chose. There's also a video game theory
Hey,
class,
hold on
but
now.
I wasn't allowed to
This
take that as
conversation
an
has
elective
taken a
since it
rather
was
sudden
mandatory
turn
for
the
my
deadly
program.
serious. Someone from
I'm
Mondstadt.
sad.
I'm not
Well, hi,
accustomed to this sort
Jade.
of atmosphere.
Hello, Dad.
So what if I know my ancestry?
Oh,
Do I strike
that
you as the
must
type who
be
would
you then,
bound by
because
that kind of
nobody
thing?
else on like Twitter has been talking
Relax.
about it, and my
I'll be
Discord's
just as
fine.
delighted to
Same.
hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow
That's
as I have
wild.
always been.
I wonder why that is.
It might be her area.
Oh, true.
Because we, like, all of us are, like, 5-10 states away from each other, technically speaking. At least in America measurements.
Looks like
But even then, it's
I've
like,
got a spice merchant to meet in a minute,
why?
so I'll leave the three
Oh,
of you to carry
Storms
on
would
the
do it.
conversation without me.
I guess.
Yeah, why am I in the direct middle of it? Because I got a storm
Only
up north of me where
too.
you are. I got a storm
Yeah.
down south.
No need
Like, I'm directly in the middle of the two. All I'm getting is light rain and heavy winds.
Well, there you go. It's because you're in the middle of two storms. Well, to be fair, I think ours is over. It was raining really heavily while I was waiting for my food. But,
The fact
it kind of
is, I
slowed
still do not
down.
know him well. It would be meaningless for me to
Jesus!
jump to conclusions. But
Man,
can
we
a
really need to
person
find
truly
another
be
way to
affected
keep
by their
contact outside of
ancestry?
Discord.
This
Well,
remains
there is Second Life,
Eh,
but that
Not all
requires
that
somebody
good.
to, like, notify that, hey, I'm on Second Life.
yeah. No,
Well, I
I'm not the
suspect
one with the
that they call
fucking
your
security
sister their
system.
princess, precisely because there is
Ugh.
a succession of sorts.
Plus, Second Life can
So
be
if
heavy.
She was the founder,
Yeah.
she'd
So.
be the queen, right?
I mean to investigate the
Oh.
Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
But yeah, so I'm writing that essay. It's due tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
And I waited until yesterday to start.
Procrastination!
In my defense, I've been working on a video game, on a
memories
portfolio
suffer from
piece,
erosion.
on fucking social
was
media
recovering my health
profiles, on
recently,
fucking all these other
I
assignments that
suddenly
I've had.
remembered something.
I just thought of this, another way we could communicate, because I'm
mentioned
pretty
Loom
sure
of
it
Fate
will
back
send
when we traveled
notifications.
together.
Ow, my nose.
No,
Twitch?
no tying boulders to your legs.
No, don't do that. But no, Twitch might work, because Twitch allows for communication a little bit.
Yeah, but again, it's something I don't check off
Apparently
on.
so.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
was
can get
also
a
quite
you can set it
surprised when these
for
memories
getting a
turned up.
notification.
I recall that we were traveling to
you?
Sumeru when the matter was brought
I think
up.
so.
So you're going to the
Mm.
place that she mentioned back then.
I know
The only
you.
things I check semi-regularly
Correct.
are fucking
At
Twitter
that
and Blue
time, they must
Sky.
have been
I know you can
introduced
set
to
it
Maybe
up that
not.
way
one
for
another to this
Steam as
concept.
well. I'm trying to like.
If I recall correctly,
Yeah, guess
We
Steam
were
would
somewhere in a
work. Steam
Vigi
actually pops
forest.
up, even if I
Yeah.
don't want it to.
Let's go!
Yeah, Steam is probably the easier one to send a message.
no,
Yeah.
now is not the time.
Ah,
No, it's just
that's unfortunate.
I'm still waiting for my drink.
I paid attention at the perfect time.
You're welcome. Okay, you keep doing that. I need to finish this third paragraph. Because I'm almost done. I have the body of the essay almost done, and then I just gotta write the introduction and conclusion, and then I'm done. But
I fucking hate
oh,
essays.
I have to do the fucking bibliography.
That's the biggest one I hated. What if like, I have
It's not
such a
bad.
rant. I have such a
It's not
rant. Oh, I know it's not bad. and-
Paragraph.
I know it's not bad, and I know it's important to give credit where credit is due. But like the fucking boner that teachers have for making sure that a fucking citation is perfect.
I mean, this lady doesn't care.
I'm glad she doesn't care. But in
Like
fucking
she's an English teacher, but she knows that we all have different things on our mind. I mean, the other two essays that we did, she was literally just like, it could literally be anywhere between 500 to 1500 words,
Wait,
and if you don't
This
even reach
place,
500
it's
words, it's just
familiar.
got to put your point across. That's fine.
What about it? It looks pretty
And
normal to my
and
mind. Was it like
um,
this hundreds of years ago too?
and this one is actually the more
yes.
serious
The
one of
forest
like,
is
hey,
barely changed from
actually,
how I remember.
this has to be in
There is
third
very little
person.
human
It's like
activity
an
here,
actual
after
like
all.
proper essay.
Let's search the area and see what
And
we
you
can
gotta
find.
use MLA form or APA format. MLA format.
to quote a
MLA is English.
quote a Wolpertinger, it's not important. Just use AI theft is acceptable.
Whoever owns that house over there.
Yeah, except apparently some people in her other classes, because there's like 4 people in this one.
What the fuck? That's not a class. That is a freaking club.
Yeah, honestly, I was shocked because I got in my elective late, like the last minute, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this one's still open. That's really shocking." And she's like, "Oh, that's great." And then I actually get into the class, and it's
Nothing
fucking
else
4 people.
stands out in
It's
this
like,
area.
damn, 4
All
people,
that's left
including
is
me,
that building.
by the way.
Come on.
And it's like, oh, okay, that's wild.
Unlikely.
Um,
There are no signs of life in
but
this area.
apparently other
We should be
people
able to enter
in
without
her
incident.
classes are using AI despite very obvious no AI allowed
Then, Dane.
rules.
You want to?
Because she had to update her policy.
I don't blame her. You want to hear something stupid?
Hmm.
Who owns? Who was it that? I think it might have been Sony. Was it Sony? It was one of the big companies. They made AI ads for games that don't, for mobile games that don't exist.
I love that.
Like legitimate.
I honestly love AI mobile ads because they're so fucking terrible, and I love watching them be terrible.
Well, one of them was a Crash Bandicoot brawl, and one of the characters is some weird squirrel type thing. Half of its entire face is missing. Not like, oh, it's like injured or damaged. No, it's
Yeah, we
literally
like that.
literally image is cut out and removed. It's atrocious.
That's the good shit I'm talking about.
There's there's you got Crash and then you got Cranch, where it's just like it's like the circle merp face poking
Cranch.
ever so slightly out of the right side of the screen.
Ranch dressing sauce.
Pretty much.
I think I hate to cut you off, but I
Go for it.
think you should actually like pay attention to this quest because it's wild and it has to do with the interlude quest after Fontaine. So,
Huh?
have fun.
This is a mirror.
How
It's
the fuck do you know it's a
broken too.
mirror?
Was this
Oh,
a makeup
never mind.
box?
Because it's also. What the fuck do you mean?
No, because the other side, I thought it was a piece of jewelry.
Uncover some super big secret, especially
Because
if
the
it
color
takes
kind of
us
reminded me of
further.
like an emerald earring or emerald necklace or something like that.
This bed looks pretty ordinary.
That is not an ordinary bed.
There's nothing underneath it either. What sort
That
of
is
person
a-
would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable.
I imagine Jade would live here.
Probably. I would too, not gonna lie.
Doesn't look like there's anything
I love
else
Sumeria.
worth
Sumeria is one of my
attention
favorite
here.
nations.
You sure we are the
Well, for what it stands for, it is my favorite nation. And how it looks.
My memories are quite foggy,
And everything.
but my subconscious
But
and
Liyue
instincts
has my
both
heart.
assert that something once happened here. But we'll
I love
exhaust
Liyue.
ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it?
It's the Fatui! Kill him!
Just some
It's
minor
that
adversaries.
factory.
On sight! That is not an ordinary enemy. Oh no, wait, yeah, it is. It's just a slime. A very powerful slime.
Monsters? Wow. Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. He's in surprisingly good shape for a
I'm in slight trouble, though.
surprises as Dane is hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters.
I'm heavily relying on freaking Rain Cutter. Oh good, I can kill you guys.
No, Jade, no screaming.
You must scream, for there is ice cream!
Time to say hello.
I am bullying this poor slime.
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them.
Was it a mirror?
An anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then.
Camping. Indeed.
Good thing there's a bonfire over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
I am in a little bit of pain, by the way, because of my fucking... I decided to make bacon and eggs the other day in a pan, and I was cooking the eggs in the bacon grease. Where's the... where's the fuck... Oh, I have to light it. Duh. Well, it went good for the first egg. The second egg, while I was basting it with the bacon grease, a little bit got it on my one hand, and I panicked. So I moved my hand away, and it splashed some of the bacon grease onto my eyes. Well, my right eye.
Jesus.
As good as ever.
It didn't, like, land in my eye, though. It just landed on my face, and it wasn't...
You?
It still hurts a little bit. Thing is, I can read messages, but sending them just isn't happening.
Lame.
Jay, check Discord outages in your area.
So someone could say the most unhinged shit, and she just have to take it. Gotcha.
Jess, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No, I don't think I am.
You should be.
Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could
I'm
be?
sure you'd want that.
We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we? So don't take this the wrong way or anything, but
Now I get to the part of the essay where I actually bring it into Silence of the Lambs. I don't know what I'm doing.
I always hated essays. Always hated
I don't have a
essays.
problem with the essays. I just...
embarrassing Paimon.
I don't know. Well, before this English class, I haven't written anything for 5 years.
What was it like traveling with your sister?
And now I'm here.
The stars? Wow. Yeah. Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why. It's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles. And you too, Teyvat. You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead. Cause if you're sad, Paimon will be too. Alright,
This is really sweet.
So why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
I also cannot see gifs or pictures, which is also lame.
That is mega lame.
Seriously, is it an outage in your area?
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Yeah, because that is kind of what confuses me too. Because like,
How
can
can
there
she?
even be small outages in areas?
Yes, actually, there
Or-
can be. During one of the big game releases, back in, I want to say like early 2020. During one of the big game releases, Discord had to actually like buff their servers a little bit because there were so many people creating servers for it. And it caused
Like,
outages in
Time
areas.
to wake up.
as an answer
sun has
thing,
risen.
because I'm talking like, depending how big that outage is. Like I don't know. I find it weird, but I find it a lot weird. So
What a deep sleep.
Well,
You do know that we need to. Tear stains.
I might have to mute.
You dreamed of your sibling last night,
you're
didn't you?
good. Just play the
Alright.
game. Get your
Rest here
mind
a bit
fucked
longer
by
then.
some fucking
I'll head into the
Conria
forest to
bullshit.
investigate.
Womp womp womp. Conria bullshit. I like this quest. It was a fun quest. It was annoying to play. When I had to play it because I really wanted to play Fontaine. Like I came back from a hiatus just to play Fontaine and had to play this. However, it's a nice quest. It's really cute and really depressing. The next interlude is even more depressing. Fuck, I forgot just how depressing it is. No, I'm sad. But they're good. And Fontaine? Fuck. Oh yeah, you're gonna be fucked for the Fontaine and Fontaine interlude. They slap you and then they uppercut you with them, and it's like, wow, what the fuck, man. So far, Natlin is a lot nicer. I mean,
Halt!
not really.
Do you think you're doing?
But it's not as get fucked as Fontaine was. I don't know. We still have yet to get an interlude, so
I'm dreaming of this area in my the Traveler's Siblings memories, aren't I?
I don't know.
This
I don't know
place
shit.
is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone! Your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw.
What was with that guy's eyes? He's a Conrian.
Conrian.
What business is that of yours, hmm?
Okay, this man
All
isn't
you
intimidating.
need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? If you must.
This man talks like he's insane.
I've
He
been
probably
observing
is,
you,
let's be honest.
and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the
Oh
academia.
fuck.
Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that? Okay, fine, whatever. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on then.
I'm just worried. I'm just wondering where Paimon went.
Died.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a
I
hilly-
died.
It's a hilly troll.
Blech. Is it
Mind
cute?
your own
Look at the little
business.
guy.
Don't worry. He isn't aggressive.
I don't
Who has
know.
eyes like that?
He was too young for anything
Conrians.
like that. So
You
don't
got it.
lay
He's
a
from
finger
Conria.
on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired.
As seen by his clothing.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure those clothes have been shown
Conria.
before.
Who are you? Exactly. And how
At
do you
least I
know
got
I'm
that
from
he was from
Conria?
Conria.
Okay, so here's what's confusing me. Paimon, Paimon disappeared, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned the academia and the forest rangers the academia might have been around for over 500 years. The forest rangers, I don't think were.
Why wouldn't they be?
So that's why I'm confused as to what's going on right now.
Yeah, but
Because
why wouldn't they have been a thing? There's always been a forest.
well, the way so like the way I'm looking at it is that usually when a forest ranger type deal pops up, it's because there's a need for it, but usually it takes a while for that need to be realized.
So
I'm thinking about it from human standards because like
yeah, and I'm gonna explain it in human standards after you're done.
No, you're not allowed to explain. No. Go ahead.
Okay, because like, you may have missed in the main story for Samara, Rikadavada,
You worship a god.
she who shall not be
Traveler.
named, created the forest, and well, she made the wall between the desert, and it cut off the sandstorms and allowed vegetation to grow in half of Samaria, and then she created the giant forest. That could have been thousands of years
like
ago.
You've had an eventful life.
We don't have a timeline on that. It at least happened long before the cataclysm.
And you are correct. I
and,
was once Conran.
When you have a
I
jungle
apologize for my
with
earlier
predators,
hostility, but you must
as Sumeri does,
understand, as far as I'm
you're gonna have
concerned,
people to
humans
protect
who do not
people
worship
who
the seven
wander
are
in,
nigh extinct.
as one does
And all
in
who
jungles
place
nowadays, and
faith in the
savannas,
gods are
and
my
forest rangers,
enemies.
and forests like that. You got people who will find people who are in danger. So the forest rangers have always been a thing. They've always been needed because there are animals that live in there
That may be.
that will kill you.
But the fact is that
It's just I guess the lack of a timeline is what's screwing me up.
And far between
Yeah.
since the cataclysm.
Yeah, there's a lack of a timeline in like everything. At least the Archon War happened
Who knows how
at
long I
least
continue to suffer
less than
like
6,000 years
this.
ago, because that's how old Chun-Li is.
Okay, so
He's
the Archon
around
War
6,000 years.
happened. Well, wait, I'm trying to reestablish the timeline in my head. So
Chun-Li was in the Archon War.
no,
He
not
is
that,
around
not that.
6,000 years, yeah.
Rukadavada getting corrupted by forbidden knowledge. I'm trying to
Yeah, I
remember
don't
where
know.
that is on my timeline. Because
Um,
that happened.
that was during the Cataclysm.
Yes.
Because she didn't go to Conrea. She stayed in Sumeru to protect it from the forbidden knowledge.
That was 500 years ago. Okay, that actually blows my mind a little bit.
That's why she was able to reincarnate into Nahida. Because she was in Sumeru
No, that
by the Tree of Irminsul. So she took a
doesn't
branch.
that imply that freaking the sages have been fucking over Nahida for 500 years?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's always
goodness.
been what's implied.
Oh my goodness, that's
It was
such a hate.
stated outright.
That's such a hate boner, though. Like, holy crap! How do you hate somebody? How do you like? Okay, so like, I get not institutionalized, or is it institutionalized? I get generational. It's generational hate. I get generational hate, but like, eventually that does kind of die out on its own. It's not like the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Not really, because
It was.
I think it was. I don't know how long it took Nahida to be reborn. Because it was so Rikadavada died, or she was corrupted. She tried to cleanse herself of it. She couldn't get all of it because she had that knowledge, and it was corrupted knowledge. So she took the cleanest branch from the Tree of Irminsul, created Nahida, and then cleansed herself from her. But she couldn't do it entirely because just her. So there's still the corruption, which led to the pollution and stuff like that in Sumeru, and all the other fucky wucky shit that happened. Nahida was born after the Cataclysm, and I don't know how long it took her to actually be formed, but they found her. They were like, "Oh, it's our god, but not our god. What the fuck?" But they knew that she had power. So,
Okay. That
they just trapped her so I think they were gonna try and like teach her, but then someone had the horrible idea of keeping her trapped and having her do as they wanted her to. And I mean, when you think about it, it's not that many generations, but at the same time, um if you have something that's been normal since childhood, you don't question it unless something comes up to have you question it.
fair.
And if no one except for the sages knew about Nahida, nobody would question it.
At minimum, it's like 5 generations.
Mm-hmm. I'd say at max, actually.
Well, it depends on the life expectancy into that. Because if it's
True.
100 years for each person, then 5 generations, technically speaking.
True.
No,
Okay,
well,
let's go
no.
around 5 generations.
No, you're
Give or
right.
take.
You're right.
Give or take 5.
Because
But
you can
yeah.
have a kid. You can have a kid when you're technically like 18, which is, oh my goodness, technically speaking, by that logic, it could be 10.
Mhm.
Anyways, so here's my theory, my working theory on what's happening in the story now. We are having our siblings. We are living through our siblings' memory. Somehow, haven't figured out how that worked. That's why Paimon's not here. We're relearning about the Hilichurls. I don't
Hilly
like.
trolls.
Yeah, but I don't like that their names sound so close to trolls because I keep saying trolls.
And say,
I
mean, it's
I feel
basically
so
the
bad
same
for the
thing.
people that used to be human. Anyways, this man is a Conrian and operating under the assumption that this is happening after the war in Conria. Oh, would that make sense?
I completely missed what you just said, so.
So this man is from Conria. My character, obviously, based on the text right here, is assuming that he is suffering from the curse of immortality.
If he is assuming that this is post cataclysm, yes.
Yes. Well, our character obviously is assuming that this is just a random dude that just showed up.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that this
Well,
is
because yeah, you have Kaya who's from Conria and he's still like not insane, and you have Dane who's from also not insane, and then it's just like, whoa, what a wild coincidence that this dude is also from Conria and not insane.
I don't know. He sounds pretty insane.
Crazy. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be, but like, wow.
Also, I just now realized does the curse of immortality jump from generation to generation?
I think it's just who
happened to be there.
was, yeah, crazy. I was crazy once.
They locked me in a
Put
rubber
me in a
room.
room.
A rubber room. A rubber
room
room
with
filled with
rats.
rats.
And the rats made me crazy.
Because although
Crazy.
Conria began with
Who
a
is
single
crazy once?
bloodline, it was a home to others
I
too.
don't know. I think it's only who was actually there.
So basically, it's a case.
Grew up.
Basically, it's a case of fuck your generation in general.
I mean, yeah, fuck the people who were actually involved. Which,
Any who
good for them,
forsook
I
their
guess.
gods and came to
Not good for
Conria
them,
were
because there's a lot of
welcomed
innocent
as
civilians that got
fellow
fires, but you know, the
citizens.
point is.
The best way to answer what's going on to me is if I look in the box.
When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon
What?
us the gods
I don't
placed
understand what
the
that joke
curse
is in reference to.
of immortality.
Penis in a box. Dick in a box. It's a song.
No, Jade. Boomers on they haven't fight the housing market. What do you mean? Or was it? It was probably something that he said.
Yeah,
honestly.
it had to be something he said.
Yeah, guys, I do not
Wait.
know what it was in relation to. Because I am not paying attention to what the game is saying. I'm not gonna lie. No!
Oh, fuck your generation. That's what it was. Fuck your generation in general.
But Those whose ancestors...
That makes more sense.
Oh, because you said fuck your generation
That-
one time? Okay.
Yep, that makes more sense to me.
I completely forgot. I'm not gonna lie, the second something is said, I forget that it's said.
Freaking goldfish memory.
I have like, I genuinely have like a 3-second information retention.
You have short-term memory loss. What is that? What is what?
Short term and long term. Let's go!
Here's Kari Bear. My...
God, I gotta write this fucking
illegitimate
conclusion.
son.
This shit sucks. I hate it here.
So this is a bastard child.
I'm a bastard child. That's not a lie.
No. So a thought just occurred to me. This was explained before, like months ago for me, and I forget it.
Me? What are you forgetting?
I did. Hang on. Because Kanye was home to others too, forsake. But those eventually belonging to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of wilderness as they fled, turning them into... Okay.
Oh wait, you didn't know that stuff? No, wait, you did, because it was explained with Dame, but...
But it was months ago and I forgot.
Yeah, that's fair.
But this is just reinforced. I'm glad they are repeating it because I would lose my fucking mind.
Oh yeah.
How times have changed.
So no,
I can
this
say
is...
that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame.
Okay, so no, this is proof to me that it's actually happening in the past.
I was a noble of Conria.
Because...
Blood, but I resented the life
The hilly troll...
my
Well,
family
hang on.
arranged for me. And then
There's one thing that doesn't fully tick to me.
I met a beautiful
How are there more hilly... How many people got turned into hilly trolls? I understand that game mechanic-wise, you obviously will need... There's obviously going to be an infinite number, quote-unquote, but like... Story-wise,
Kari Bear faced great
there's got to be a
I mean-
finite number, right?
his birth.
It was an entire
All due to
nation,
my
and
selfish
without
desires,
gameplay
and I was
say
never able
I
to
would
be
say
there by his side
thousands
for
of
everything.
people.
After all that, he turned into a
Because
huge
we,
right before
and
my very
especially with
eyes.
Conria, because we have
I
no
always
idea how
owed
big
him
Conria
much, and
was.
now
Yeah.
It could have
I
been
can
massive.
close to him.
At least to me, I think thousands upon thousands of people.
Okay, from your own theories and what knowledge you have, what modern day country would you compare it to in terms of size and population?
Fuck, I don't know any small
She
countries.
was.
Okay, so small countries. Are we
no.
talking?
I do not wish to dwell on it.
Go ahead.
Because these are, I don't. Because Teyvat is obviously a continent.
Yeah,
I would say
it's kind of akin to like Europe, isn't it?
I would say it's akin to the like
It could be worse.
fuck, I don't know.
I suffer the pain of loss.
I don't know, why do you
because
ask me these
I
questions?
Once had
Ow.
everything I could wish for. And now that
Because
I
you
have
obviously
lost
have
almost
Fontaine,
everything,
which is inspired by France.
the little
Yeah.
France is rather
remains
big.
I see with new
I
clarity.
would say it's probably like akin to
Nothing
the whole
else.
France, Belgium,
At least I still have the Kari Bear.
Luxembourg, and like that area.
So Europe.
No, specifically the smaller countries near France.
Okay.
Because Luxembourg is very small.
So you're comparing Teyvat to that or Conria to that?
Teyvat.
Teyvat, okay.
I have no comprehension on how big Conria could have been.
Yes, that reminds me.
I do not know.
only returned here to
We
check on
would
my
have to
bear, but
assume.
I do have other things
Well,
I
okay, so
wish
it
to
depends
do.
on what happened in Conria.
Oh, they come with me.
Obviously, if they're trying to like advance stuff beyond the power of a god, then obviously that would get the god's attention. Please tell me I can look in this chest. No, you bitch.
I mean, here you are. Luxembourg is a teeny tiny little country between Belgium and France. It has 666,000 people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Over here.
Like, it has one city. It is so small.
I'm sure you're wondering why
So,
I brought Caribert here
if
to Sumeru.
Conria was
Well,
anywhere
It's
close to
because he needs a
Luxembourg,
medicine
That's
that only
666,000.
that's
one
666,000
which will help
people.
him to recover his
If we
heritage
take
mind.
out roughly, if we're being generous, 1/6 of that for pure-blooded Conrians to get the Curse of Immortality, that would be
I mean, they
555,000.
all would have been pure-blooded Conrians that got corrupted.
No, because he said during that cutscene that while it was home to pure-blooded Conrians, it had a bunch of other people from that weren't from Conria in it.
True. Yeah, so there you go. So that could have been a fuck ton more.
Yeah.
I do not.
So that's
hope to
Luxembourg.
break
You have
the curse.
Liechtenstein,
I
which
am
has
well aware of
40,000
my
people.
powerlessness against the punishment of the
Monaco
gods.
has
But
40,000
it is
people.
said that this medicine
So
is
either
imbued
way,
with the power
you're
of
gonna have a lot
Sumeru's
of
god
fucking
wisdom,
people.
and can
The
awaken
thing
our
I don't
mind
fully
from a state
remember,
of
because I don't
deep
remember if it was told to us or not. Why did the gods target
to
Conria?
treat cases of mania.
Nobody knows.
So
It's not officially
It might
stated.
just
until it's officially
it-
stated, I'm going to assume they were being jealous bitches.
It is alluded to through the other interlude
read
quests
about it in a
and more
book.
quests to come.
From
That
the Royal
uh,
Library of Conria.
because
It was
the
banned.
heavenly principles, they punish rule breakers.
I mean,
They keep
since
the
this
natural
medicine
order of
requires
Tevat,
the power of the seven
of
dwarfs.
Genshin, like of the world.
In my youth,
If
I disliked the life
something
of
breaks
nobility
that rule and
craved excitement.
threatens
I was leafing
the,
through some forbidden text and
I want to say
happened upon it.
safety, but like the integrity of it all, they will destroy it. Which is why it's been, I don't know if it's been said, but like there's been a worry through the fans of like
Do I have? What
the
exactly would you
Fatui are
have me
collecting
do, huh?
the Gnosis.
The gods have
That
already
should be
punished
something that sets
us.
off the heavenly
Just
principles.
one more sin
There is
now.
something coming up soon that absolutely should have set off the heavenly, and it didn't. So why didn't it? Conria,
Never
because
mind.
they were destroyed by the
As,
heavenly principles,
long as you
the
understand.
all of the Archons were sent
I'm
by
sorry.
Celestia to destroy
I
it.
struggle to take control of
They
my
broke a
moods
rule.
sometimes.
They are
Perhaps
labeled
a
as
consequence of
sinners
having lived too long.
by the heavenly principles.
Yeah. As it
They did
happens,
something.
I am
We
in
don't know
dire need
what
of
they
some help
did,
to make
but
this
they did
medicine.
something.
My hands don't have the dexterity they once
I
did.
think it's in reading material somewhere
Fear they may be decaying
that
from within.
that Conria didn't have a
Thanks to
god.
this curse of immortality.
They didn't have an Archon.
Okay.
They weren't
To start
ruled
with,
by
take this
something from
ingredient.
Celestia. And they excelled
Also,
too
do
quickly
you have any,
that it threatened
of,
Celestia's rule
Sumeru's
and the
regional
heavenly
specialties
principles.
on hand?
So they destroyed
I
it.
believe they're called Callpalata lotuses
And this is why I hate gods and media.
Roses.
Mhm.
Oh, wonderful.
It's basically Nintendo!
Have everything we
Yep.
need.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
This is the
Yeah.
method for making
Which
the
is why
medicine.
you have
just need to
conversations
follow the
with like
steps.
Shang-Li and some of the other Archons where they actually regret it happening. They didn't want to. They were demanded to by their higher ups, which is why none of them are fighting about the Gnosis.
That's fair.
They don't care.
I wouldn't either.
If they lose it to the Fatui in the way they have been, then Celestia can't
it
get
done?
mad at them.
Splendid.
But Celestia hasn't
legacy.
been getting mad. So who knows? And that is the theorized thing of
In
like what
all
the
honesty,
Syritza
I
wants
do
with
not
all of
know
the
what the end
Gnosis.
product is
She's
supposed
trying to
to
get
look
them
like.
together to take down
The banned
Celestia.
book didn't
I think
feature any
Celestia is aware of this, and
illustration.
we're gonna get fucking the rug pulled out from under us.
The
But it would
moment
have
has
already.
finally arrived.
If
So
that was an actual threat, the Heavenly Principles would have destroyed the Syritza already.
no. So I think the heavenly principles are protecting, are enforcing the rules, right? And you said that a rule was supposed to be broken sometime here in the near future. What if the
Well,
rules?
there's been a few rule breaks already, or could be have rule breaks, but
Well-
there is one coming up that is massive.
Well, what I'm saying is, what if the rules changed and nobody's aware of it?
We must pay a visit to a statue of the
Nobody
Seven.
would know. But the current theory ongoing, because the Heavenly Principles haven't reacted to anything yet, that everybody has in the game has acknowledged like that should have done something.
We
Like,
should be dead right
yeah.
now. Why aren't we?
The whole situation with Sumeru, Nahida
Bring
even
the
acknowledged the
message.
Heavenly Principles should have done something. But they didn't.
Well, no, didn't she say that it would do something if she broke the Gnosis, and that was just a ploy for the Doctor?
Just handing it over.
No, not the handing it over.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Well,
But
that one's fresh in my mind because what it was she was making a deal with the Doctor, and the deal was basically, you listen to what I have to say,
Sure.
or I break the
Yeah.
Gnosis. And if I break the Gnosis, the Heavenly Principles will come down here. Doctor calls her out on it, and then she's like, "Do you really want to take that risk?"
yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, the Doctor called her out on it. He tried to call her bluff and that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't care. Because the Fatui have been going around breaking these supposed rules the entire time and nothing has happened.
God of wisdom.
That breaking of a Gnosis would have been the first time that a Gnosis was broken, so he couldn't be sure that nothing would happen.
Yeah.
But, and that's the thing, and so the ongoing theory with fans is that the Heavenly Principles, after everything that it did with Conria, are asleep. And so is Celestia. Or, specifically, the Heavenly Principles are asleep,
You cannot mock me more than
and
fate
haven't been
itself
awoken
already
yet.
has.
So they aren't
God of
reacting
wisdom.
to anything.
I
Um,
seek
That's a
which
fair theory.
would be very interesting going forward, because then you have the situation of like when we actually get to Syritza and everything comes to a climax, they wake up, and then it's a whole different game.
My son, Carabert.
And then the other thing is that
He was
Celestia is
turned
empty.
into a monster before he had the
There's
chance
nothing
to
there
witness
anymore.
anything beautiful in this world.
Because you can actually get to you can get to
late
Celestia.
For a child.
Years back. Shortly
Everything
after the game
the
released,
gods
because
have
Celestia
done
has been moving,
was in
by the
order to
way.
have the
What?
I figured that out playing
people
with
of
Jade
Conria bow their
a while back, because I was trying to show her
I
where Celestia was in the sky,
Bow to you now.
and it fucking moved.
I have
What?
given
I remember
all I
sitting
have
in the hands of Venti's statue,
All I
looking
ask is for a tiny
towards
miracle for Carabert.
Springvale and looking
see
up in the
this
sky and
world
seeing
once
Celestia
more.
standing there, and
Please,
fucking
God.
Celestia is now almost behind the church.
I beg of you.
What? That's
I was like,
now.
yeah, but it used to be in the first year of the game, people could use Kaching to glitch their way into Celestia. Which, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, Celestia is the
I
loading screen when you first open
have
the
made
game.
quite enough of a fool of myself.
I did kind of notice that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
That is Celestia. Also, because there is something that happens in a quest that
In what quest?
you gotta hurry up, man. It's Natlands. You gotta hurry up. both of you motherfuckers have to hurry up. Actually, I think Jade was done. I forget she said she was. But y'all motherfuckers gotta hurry up because I want to talk to somebody about that shit. You're gonna have a heyday specifically with you and your theories.
Oh boy, theory crafting!
Because it's a big one. It is a big one. Big one. It actually confirms a very popular fan theory.
Is it about Paimon?
Curry Bear?
No.
Oh.
There's more theories about that now, by the way. But it's... oh,
This
that is
poor
interesting.
kid
Y'all
is...
motherfuckers need to hurry up.
This poor kid is near his deathbed.
We've prepared for medicine. We might as well try it.
Poor little baby Curry Bear.
Curry Bear, it's me. It's your father. Curry Bear. Curry Bear, please say
I
something.
gotta write an introduction. I gotta write a
sorry I couldn't be at your
conclusion.
side
How many
when you were
words do I
born.
have just for the body
And
paragraphs?
that I failed to reach you and Mama in
Be
time. when
big
you both
numbers
were
so I
suffering.
cannot die.
But I'm here now.
600 words.
Papa's been by your side all these years.
Fuck
I've
me.
never left you, not once.
Some
you're
more
so
words
angry
if I
with me,
barely
Carter.
had 500.
I know
Oh my
you're
goodness, you
awake, Count.
screamed
Not wanna
and you
talk to me.
peeked and Discord was like, that's not okay!
So
I didn't
sorry, Curry Bear,
scream, I
forgive
just
me.
squeaked,
Please,
okay?
say something,
I don't
anything.
scream.
Please,
I squeak.
please.
This entire fucking document only has 1,000 words.
This is...
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry. This is reminding me of fucking that time.
What time?
What
The
more
really
That
bad...
time.
The really bad time in my life.
took
That time. Gotcha.
Yeah, the time where there was a thing on my hand and I don't like.
Yeah.
Very life, if only you
Alright,
cared to
fuck
take
you,
it.
Jade.
But you won't even let me die.
Wow.
I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods.
I will say, this guy is saying a lot of stuff that, like,
The gods
mid-20s me would
never
agree
stood
with.
humanity, not even for a moment.
Because there was a time I actually legitimately hated all gods, even though I still tried to learn about them. But I kind of grew out of it.
Yeah.
Other reasons. What do you
Right
mean?
here, right now, in front of my salad?
Fuck is it? Oh, that's who. Because one of my friends has been telling me a lot more stories about how she fucking had similar points of view on things. We all had that point in high school. We were just like, "This is fucking stupid. Why is the world like this? Oh my god."
I was like that in college
she
because I was
telling me-
slow.
You really think so?
Because we've been talking about marriages, shit like that.
Give
We
up?
found out that the IT guy
No,
used to be in
never.
wedding
Yes,
photographer.
you're right.
That was every single
I
time we
cannot
go to
let
him for help with our
myself
game.
wallow
He
in
always had a
despair.
thing with about
Even if I
him
must
that
stay
we didn't want to know.
here with him for, 50
Like-
years,
Like
100?
when the two of us went to
Difference
him
doesn't
for
make
some
it.
help,
I do not
found
work
out
for
he's a wedding
time.
photographer. Because that came up in conversation. And we talked about how fucking expensive and bullshit weddings are in the wedding industry and fuck like that. And then I wasn't with them the last time they went, but then I found out that he's anti-COVID.
Let's go.
Like,
We'll
he
make
doesn't
another
believe COVID
mix.
was real.
At,
The
And it's
most
just like,
As-
why
ingredient in
did that
the
come up in
That's-
conversation?
I'm sorry, that's like levels of insane similar to the anti-Holocaust shit.
but not impossible.
And it's like, wow, I didn't know he had those opinions. And then one dude was like
grow them.
reciting it because I think
that
both
field,
my friend and I
The
left,
details don't matter, right?
and they were because he's a very lonely guy, and that is very fucking
If
obvious.
you truly wish to help
Every
me,
time
let
we
us
go
have-
to
there
see
is
him,
a waterfall
we
near
always
the
end up
statue I
spending an
created.
hour there just
I
talking
need
to
you
him.
to collect some water
Because he
from
just
there
talks and talks and
around,
talks. So we
2
always
in
end
the
up in like these
afternoon.
really weird fucking
I'll be here,
conversations.
watching
And my
Colby.
friend and I left.
Once you're back, I will make
So the
some
one dude was left there,
fertilizer for the
and they got into the
mushrooms.
conversation. Somehow it went on to COVID, and it went over to how he doesn't believe COVID was real.
This guy's gonna attempt to
And-
kill us, isn't he?
So dude was like reciting the conversation to us, and telling us about the opinions that he was having, and we kind of like understood where he was with some of them, because like a lot of them were how like hospitals would inflate their COVID numbers for the government benefits, because like if they had deaths due to COVID, or like treated COVID, or diagnosed COVID, they would get benefits from it.
So I do
to treat it.
not to
And
like
I get it.
give
They
merit to that guy's
absolutely
paranoia. I'm certain that some of that stuff did happen,
Absolutely.
just not
Absolutely.
to the scale he thinks.
The way the world is, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't doubt it without. And it's fucking, well, I find I'm so mad about it, because it's like, man, that didn't even fucking help me when I had COVID, but then they're out here falsely fucking diagnosing that shit, like, fuckers.
Well, so like I said, it obviously wasn't constant. Also, side tangent, this guy's going to attempt to kill us and use us as fertilizer, isn't he?
I don't know. It's been a while. I genuinely don't remember.
But
Ah, you're back. Cara Bear's
Yeah,
condition
I have no
stable.
doubt that it happened on a
By which I
massive
mean
scale.
he still isn't.
People are fucking money hungry these days.
I would assume if it did happen, it was like 5% of hospitals around the globe, at most.
No, all of the hospitals did it at least a little bit.
I
in
don't
America,
know.
especially.
Oh, in
I
America,
don't know if
definitely.
America-
A majority of that percentage was in America.
Honestly, it probably just depends if hospitals got bonuses for dealing with those things. I don't know if America did. I know Canada did, because Canada. But absolutely, because I think it was like they would get $300,000 for each patient they admitted with COVID.
I'll be back soon.
So
The
they would
fertilizer won't
admit
take
all
but
the
a moment
patients
to make.
for COVID. Oh, and I think it was like they would
These are some really weird forest rangers.
Okay, then there you go. So there is the sole reason, especially U.S. hospitals.
I think
and like
I think isn't Big Pharma mostly in America, anyways.
We have Big Pharma. It's a bitch. Fuck, what was the other point that he was making? And point of the fact that they were ruling COVID deaths that weren't actual COVID deaths.
That definitely happened.
Absolutely. Like, if I forgot what it was specifically, but it was like something side effects of the medication that they were using to treat COVID would sometimes result in death, and then the person would die due to that medication, and then they would be like, oh, it was just COVID related. And it's just like, okay, but it wasn't COVID. It was the medication.
Was it monsters?
But I don't know. I don't know shit about it. I'm just parroting what was said.
I'm glad this guy is so calm about me killing the monsters, as there's a fucking open fire next to his crops.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take.
Like, hey, I almost burned your house down with your son in it.
Let's get on with it.
But your crops are fine. Your crops are safe.
Yeah.
Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose.
This man makes me uncomfortable. Like, I understand he's got desperation and shit like that, but holy crap.
Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, my thoughts began to wander. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again. I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help.
I feel bad for this guy for the simple fact that his voice sounds like he's holding on to what little thread of sanity he has left.
He's doing it for his boy. I wish I could, like, actually remember what the fuck happens, but I do not. I don't know what happens to him. I know the general ending.
There's a couple of things that could happen from a storytelling standpoint. I don't think the kid is going to get cured, obviously.
Let's begin.
Yeah.
Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Cory Bear?
I don't even know.
Wait, Cory Bear had a thing on his wrist, dude.
Cory Bear!
No. He must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on! We have to catch up with him!
Okay, side tangent. You go back to the house and see if it's actually him. Like
no, panic!
Like it's simple. Well, okay, for him it's not simple.
He's insane.
Okay, I want to see how much effort they put into this.
Insane. Insatiable. Fuck.
Okay, this is funny to me for two reasons. Reason number one, if that is Care Bear that went into the fucking cave, if that is Care Bear that went, why do I sound like I'm saying Care Bear? Carrie Bear.
Because you are saying Care Bear.
No, I am saying Carrie Bear, but I can't pronounce the I properly, I guess. But if that's the case, the devs did not plan on somebody going back to the fucking house.
I mean, to be fair, you're also pronouncing it Carrie. It's Kari.
Care Bear.
Car.
Well, now his name is fully Care Bear.
Cory Bear.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
did.
eat my soup of Care Bears and chlorine. Let's go.
Care Bear soup.
Yes.
It's not Carrie Bear.
That's
Cory Bear.
That's not Cory Bear. Right. Cory Bear's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sort. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize my own son?
Okay, but like, well, hang on a sec. That
body of mine.
is Dansleif's body decaying?
Not a clue.
Because he's complaining about decaying body, or he might just be losing his sense of self for living for as long as he has been.
Yes.
When that family member that's constantly complaining about being fucking can't afford anything goes to make
intent on walking in that direction.
What?
Where could it be going?
My aunt is weird. She's always complaining about how she doesn't have money because she's a single mom. And she's like, I don't have any money. Like, I gotta work so much and do stuff. And so she's like, okay, it's fine.
Okay.
And she uses it as an excuse not to not literally get out of doing anything. She was complaining about it, and then she's like getting lip fillers now. And she took her kid to El Tuito.
No wonder she
like,
doesn't have any money.
Let's head in.
What?
So no wonder she doesn't have any money.
Fuck. I was like, okay. Oh, and last summer, fucking, she took her kid and my fucking grandma and my other cousin to Disney World, and it's just like, fuck. Okay, yeah, you totally don't have any money.
Jade, no, don't perish. We want you around.
I wish.
What a
Okay, maybe Jesser doesn't want you around.
Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed
Okay,
it before.
so here's my issue with what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
Do we have time for this? There is a sick and dying child Hilitroll in a house that we left alone.
Huh. It looks like they're worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life.
Actually, neither have I.
What in the world does this place conceal?
It would be nice to see this happening in game.
Find out.
What?
The Hilitrolls bowing down, like this. They're walking and then they're praying.
Oh.
Like, I would like to see that in game in some of the areas, not all of them, just some of them. Because that would fit with the lore really well. I'm also not fighting you guys.
You don't have to. I think you just follow them. Because they're not hostile. They don't care.
Oh. Hello, Hilitroll. Nope, they're hostile. Nope, they're hostile. Nope, they're hostile. Just so you lied to me.
No, they're not.
The red arrow popped up.
Mm-hmm.
The red arrow of
I don't
hostility.
say I'm just fine.
Advice? What a...
Well, see, I was walking by him just fine, and then they got hostile with me, and I was like, no!
Maybe it's because you kept using your skill. I don't know. Is there like an AoE with this skill when you use it?
No. I don't know.
You say that uncertainly.
I don't... Okay, so, like, the initial activation does do damage, but only if I make direct contact. And also, they didn't get aggressive with me until... they didn't get aggressive with me until I stood in front of one. That was praying. If I run into another one, I'll show you how close I got. Loading screen. Because I didn't activate the skill until after they got aggressive with me. And that was just to get away. Really? Did the door have to slowly open? Although it did make Jillo look like a freaking badass walking away from it. Not trying to upskirt. Trying to look at the architecture. Don't you lie to my chat.
Bro's a gooner, he just doesn't.
No, I'll admit I'm a gooner, but I'm not gooning right now.
Yeah. I don't want to finish this essay. This is bullshit.
Essays are stupid.
You know what? I'm gonna do this when I get home tomorrow. Fuck that. I just gotta read the introduction.
Bye.
And the conclusion.
Bye.
Bye.
I just sent a slime to its death.
Okay.
Like, I yeeted it literally off the railing.
I need to... Yeah.
But, no, essays were stupid to me in school because... Where am I going for this one?
Up the butts!
I have to get into that...
Get in the butt.
Okay, so I can't go through there. But anyways, they were stupid to me because in middle school and going into high school and even going into college, a lot of my fucking teachers were just... I don't even know if I can say the word on freaking... Can I say the bad people from Germany word on Twitch?
No.
Okay.
Don't even try.
I
I don't know, but I know that specifically they are really not good about.
Okay, so I think I have to go through this portal over here. But anyways, they were grammar those people. And
Yeah.
they were like
Grammar police.
How did
did I get on the ceiling?
Oh, I'm
The
upside down
evil
now.
guys.
Turn upside down?
The evil
Or
goobers.
gravity itself?
But they would be so hell bent on making sure we followed their exact rules that it drove me insane every time I had to do a paper. Like if I missed a single period in the citations, the paper was an F. If I even looked like I plagiarized something, the paper was a D.
Man.
Yeah, like it was so stupid because like the only saving grace in that regard is that for one of the essays we had to write, they did sit down with each individual student and be like, okay, this is what I want you, or this. Tell me your topic, and we told them the topic, and it's like, okay, that's cool. This is not done by anybody else. You're good to do it. And then if it was a topic picked by somebody else, then those people weren't allowed to do it, and they had to pick a different topic. Basically, first come, first serve on all of it.
Yeah.
Which was...
Yeah, we got that a lot in high school.
Which is a good way to do it. But then after that, it was just, you have to fill up a paper of 1,000 words. Has to be 1,000 words. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm sitting over here being like, I can get my point across on this topic in like 500.
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the room.
Yeah.
And it never made sense to me why a teacher would be so hell-bent. Like, that's why I'm jealous of your teacher. Because, like, you got a teacher who's literally just like, yeah, as long as you can get your point across, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Well, that specifically is just because, like, it's an elective. It's not... I'm sure if it was a mandatory... more strict about it, but it's because it's an elective. Everybody's doing their own fucking... A lot of us aren't even...
Well, I feel like classes should have a more elective feel to them. Oh, hi, buddy!
Halt, humans! Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
Aren't the Abyss Order also Conrians?
Yeah.
Insist on an audience.
No. Yes.
Very
yes.
well.
Yeah, it was stated before that the Abyss Order is
Aren't they like the head officials of, or like the higher ups of the Conrian Empire?
I mean the Abyss Order includes like all the way to the Hilichurl. It's just like they can't really control the Hilichurls, so they don't worry about it. Well, they can, but it's harder to.
Secret Keeper of Fate's End.
But yeah, all these big looking guys, they're comments. Do you best, Conrian, being Enjo. We love Enjo here.
Enjo?
Enjo.
Have I...
You did Enkonomiya, right?
Huh?
You did Enkonomiya?
Enkonomiya. Remind me what it was about.
Underwater.
Underwater.
Inazuma
Underwater. Oh, I did up until the boss. No, wait, that was Fontaine. No, that's where one mecha boss is, right?
No. No.
Oh no, that's the place after the Mist Island, right?
He was.
No. Show me your map.
I can't.
I know.
He was.
But in the Enkonomiya quest is where Enjo is, and it is he's the best.
He had the most wondrous aura.
Funny.
It wasn't Constant Lightning Island, was it? Where you fight the bat?
were able to defeat him.
No, that's Sirai Island. That's after the
Your
Mist.
strength is greater than I had imagined.
Have you done the Mist Island yet?
No, I started it. So wait, no, Constant Lightning Island with the bat is before. Well, no, they're technically at the same time.
No. You can go to them individually, but to actually do Sirai's quest, you gotta do Mist Island.
I find myself growing more curious by the second, and
Yeah, no, I did the Lightning Bat Island first, and then the Mist Island next, because the Lightning Bat Island was closest. Yeah, I can't because I'm currently in a special story mode.
I know.
Which is reinforcing the fucking...
Right.
The Paimon shit. I can't even open the starting menu. Oh no. Can I make wishes?
Yeah, you're fucked.
I can make wishes.
Bring it.
I didn't notice this. When you use her skill, music plays. That's so cool. That's a nice little touch. Music plays when she's in her roller skates.
Yeah.
I think we've made it to the end.
That looks amazing. Let's touch it. It's just like the defiled statue.
Oh, dear creature.
I don't like this.
You bow down for fear of the unknown or for a power that you covet.
I don't like this voice.
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner.
Wait, was Sinner one of the outer beings or like the senders?
No idea.
I know your fate well.
I have a selective memory. It's bad.
You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become the transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
Oh, that's lame.
What?
The Genshin launcher being like, oh yeah, I'm only 30 minutes to update. Oh, it's like 5 hours.
Oh no.
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps.
I wonder if this isn't an inversion thing. Because you said, technically speaking, people are theorizing that the heavenly principles is asleep. What if it actually got inverted, and it became the quote-unquote sinner?
I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar. Oh,
that's so interesting.
Is that so?
What?
All right.
Your own
As you wish.
your own Fuji settings overwrites mine. So even if I have the bounce effect enabled for my Fuji, it doesn't affect yours unless you have it enabled.
It seems to be the only thing it affects, though, because you can change your thing, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me check
But the
YouTube. Okay.
configuration, of course, would be different because I mean, it's
Okay,
whatever looks best.
nobody talked on YouTube. Okay, so what if I do
I forgot I had this.
this? Meh. Meh.
I have a Genshin PNG. Oh my god, I'm tiny.
You're very tiny. Are you sure you want to be the Genshin PNG? I can fix this, but you gotta let me know.
Hold on, I wanna play. Let me play. I'm
Okay.
just fucking around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a strange
so tiny.
feeling that what
Nice.
just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at
What
the
the
moment when I was
You're a block.
worshipping at a statue
I'm a
of
block.
the Seven, it's as if
I added the bounce effect. I don't know if it's noticeable.
you
Oh, it is.
say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
I want to make a new PNG.
I
just
have to try.
Never want to
No
draw.
matter what.
I like my
you said it
PNG that
yourself.
Fluff made me.
I have to exhaust
It's fitting. It's fitting.
Yeah. That is fitting. And it makes sense. I just, because, like,
Cory Bear.
I have nothing with my new design, and I don't want to keep using the V-Roid. And I mean, I want a new PNG because it'd be meh, until I actually get, like, a model or something.
Cory Bear.
Oh, I want to give a fair
I don't
warning.
like using
I want to give a fair warning to anybody on Twitch. I don't know how recent this was because it was one of Thor's videos, and I do get a lot of his older videos recently. Apparently, somebody has been using bots to advertise VTuber Twitch streamers, like VTuber streamers, in other people's streams to try and get those VTubers banned. So if you or a friend has that happen to you, you need to talk to Twitch about it, and they'll get it unbanned. Just giving a heads up to anybody who has been dealing with that stuff.
Yeah.
You see?
Good to know.
It worked. Cory Bear can speak again.
Where's Mama?
Mama is Cory Bear. Look at me.
I'm gonna see
You
if...
know who I am.
Of course.
What the fuck was
Your
it called?
Papa.
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation!
Let me see if there's any of those little, like,
This is what this
character
feeling
creator
is.
games that will have a good PNG thingy, because I know that's, like, the very base thing to do for a PNG.
Yeah.
It's also kind of hard to do because my...
It feels like I just
Easy
woke
to
up
do.
from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either.
It's weird seeing a model of a Hilitroll move around the way a human would.
What happened to me? Is this me?
Show us what's under the mask.
What's happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conry here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky.
How long were they having to deal with a red sky in the end of the world?
In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay.
What are you asking?
Papa.
How long was Conrians dealing with a red sky and an end of the world?
Dad?
I mean...
No, of course not.
That was the Cataclysm.
Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over
I don't know
you,
how long the Cataclysm
protecting
actually
you.
lasted.
So
I'll
how
just say
could
that.
you be
I feel like with gods involved, it shouldn't last more than a day.
Really?
Yes, really.
Unless the technology that the Conrians created, which I need to remind is the ruin giants, oh crap, what are they called?
Oh, and you have to promise
The
me
bots,
something.
the ruin bots.
Never take off
Bots.
your mask. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Not since that day have I been so
You're welcome.
glad as I am now.
But
can't believe
Conrian's
this is
made those
really
robots,
happening.
which is stupidly advanced compared to what everybody else has been making.
I knew that.
At least that's
placing
if
my hope in the
if
Seven was a
Dane is
waste
to
of
be
time.
believed. I feel like Fontaine is
I've
very
even worshipped at
close
one of their statues like a
to being on the same
fool.
level
Never
as
before have I
Conria in that
myself
regard.
like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer.
Probably.
I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption. But the god we saw in that cave, now that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the seven. That wondrous power, it was truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bowed down. Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion?
I want to touch upon his one thing that he just said. Technically speaking, there's this type of phenomenon. Okay, so like you know the fight or flight response, right?
I'm sorry, Kaz, you can't just say you need to touch upon somebody.
Touch upon something. I said something. You're assuming I said somebody.
I didn't say somebody. I just said. I mean, I did say somebody. I meant you can't just say you need to touch upon something.
I need to talk about this real quick.
Here you go.
You're the one that's making it weird. You're the one making it weird. How dare you?
Fucking funny. Yeah, go on.
Okay, so so you know about the fight or flight response, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know there's like 2 other Fs?
Yeah, freeze and fawn.
So he might have in that moment been experiencing the fawn I don't want to call it feature of that, but like the fawn phenomenon.
In what way?
Because he started bowing down. Like he was trying to appeal to the thing that was trying to possibly kill him. Because I'm going to dip a little bit into power scaling. I'm assuming that if you know a god is a god, it has some form of aura. Like some form of like power that it gives off to show you that it is a god.
Yeah.
So in that moment, his cursed human body felt, if I don't do something, I'm going to die. Just by being in that thing's presence. Which for him was the fawn. And I think in his lapse in judgment, his unstable state of being, he's kind of running with that feeling.
Piety is hardly my area of expertise.
I wouldn't know,
But surely I
honestly.
should honor the god that has honored my wishes. A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you utter such blasphemy?
You literally just met him today!
You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner.
Okay,
Oh,
question.
preposterous.
If he's a god, why is he locked up? I'm asking
Believe
Aid.
what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
You are going to die. Why are we going back? Why do we have to go back? I don't want to go back. I want to go back into the thing. Ooh, wait. I just realized something. I have new characters. I don't want to know where she pulled that out. Nope, wrong character. Wrong character. Wrong character. I forgot to do this, and I should have done it, but I'm doing it anyways. A little puppy thing is so cute. And level up Toma. Man got dango. Dang. I can do more pulls. Unfortunately, they are regular pulls. Oh, hey, I got another Barbara.
Lucky.
How many more of her constellation do I have left? Oh, I only need 2 more Barbaras and I'm completed her constellation.
Nice. Fuck you, but nice.
I feel the vitriol.
Oh, you feel it. You better. Cause
Okay, I'm at 44, pity.
Once you max out Barbara's constellation, when you use her alt, you get 1 free revive.
Ooh. Okay, so serious question. When you fully max out a constellation for a character, do you get more of the... How do I'm hitting the wrong button, that's what I'm doing. Do you get more of the stuff that they drop, or they give whenever you pull them? Like ZZZ does? Because if
I haven't maxed out someone and gotten them afterwards, so I would...
Yeah, that is the downside to this entire game, is that there are too many characters, so the chances of you maxing somebody out and then pulling them again is, like, really low.
Yeah.
You would need to, like, max them out and then wait for an event where you're pulling for them. Or pulling for a character that also has them in it. Because I know in Zenless Zone Zero, when you max out one of the lower tier characters, if you pull them again, you get, you basically get an entire, thing's worth of the shop, currency. So you can basically get a free pull for a character.
Yeah.
This door is painfully slow. I also like that they're all level 90 in red, and I'm doing massive damage to them. They aren't lasting long at all. I think the bosses will be a pain in my butt, though. Because I haven't tried to farm a boss yet with level 90. Can it go beyond level 90?
No.
Impossible! What happened? The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion? That's true.
That's a lie. You can see the exact same illusion if the magic is real. Or strong enough.
I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again. Could he really have been a sinner and not a god.
Slight lag, but we're good.
Kari Bear? Where has he gone?
Oh no. He looked in the mirror.
Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him?
He looked in the mirror.
No, it can't have been that.
He looked in the
There's no sign
mirror.
of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here. This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
Well, actually, back in this time, it might actually be a kill on sight.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh no. Did he?
There's the mirror. It's on the floor.
The mirror. It's broken.
What?
Oh, I'm playing with character creators, and this one's pretty fucking funny. Oh my god.
Can you send me like a screenshot if you're able to?
No, you see it when I make my Fuji.
What?
You'll see it when I make it my Fuji reactive.
Okay.
He must have taken his mask off.
Oh, this is fucking great.
What he looks like beneath it.
Do we ever?
If he'd just done as he was told.
Do we ever know what a hilly troll looks like underneath the mask?
No.
Oh. I feel like it can't be that bad, but then again, for these people, it probably is like that bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for someone who was corrupted into something that they're not,
It's his scarf. He dropped it.
That is too well
looks like
placed
we
to
are
be
going the right
like
way.
he dropped it.
Come on. Kari Bear! Kari Bear! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
He sounds so vehement about it.
Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen it?
This man is so awkward.
First, don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
You... Forest Ranger scum! You spawn of the Seven are all the same! I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Kari Bear!
You're raving mad! You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the Forest Rangers!
Curse you all!
Really? You guys seem to be okay with it with the fucking Fatui.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls? Makes no sense.
I'm curious how much time has passed between the Cataclysm and this.
He'd
No
only
idea.
just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, Forest Rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out every last hilly churl you saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet.
I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction. So I left.
Okay, so they do have sense not to attack something that isn't attacking them.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's go. We have to find him.
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
The man is crazy. Don't expect much. Now, I'm curious as to how the whole of Tevat would receive the news that all the hill trolls they're killing are previously Conrians.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, would they feel like maybe they shouldn't be killing the hilly trolls, or would they reinforce the kill the hilly trolls narrative?
Yeah, I don't know.
I now forget, how many people know about Conria? Wasn't Conria a fairy tale in this world now?
I do not know.
Jade, we need your infinite wisdom.
Jade, you're smart and you actually pay attention to the story. What's the answer?
Where the fuck? Oh, there it is.
Cory Bear! Cory Bear, stop! It's me! It's Papa! Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. An illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Cory Bear.
Are the hilly trolls rabbits?
It's time to go back.
I don't know.
'Cause
Cory Bear?
they have weird ears on the back of their head.
He must be able to hear
Have you
me.
only just noticed the ears?
Yes.
Cory Bear, we have to go home now.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, how many hilly trolls have sat still long enough for me to actually look at them?
I will literally stand and stalk them.
You're creepy.
Yeah. I stalk these motherfuckers. I analyze what they look like.
Oh, is he evolving?
Papa. Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Cory Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa.
Speaking. This one. Inactive. This one. Save. There you go.
I see.
The fuck is that?
I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense.
What are you?
Traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for... I suspected it was you from the beginning. Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know.
He thinks that we're the sinner.
I've been using a fake name
Yeah, I don't know.
this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had.
Oh no, did we accidentally
My real
create the
name is
Abyss Order?
Clotar Alberic.
Did we accidentally create the damn Abyss Order? Damn it!
You saw it too, didn't you?
I do not know.
Unmistakable, the power inside
don't know,
Cory
I
Bear
don't know,
and the power of the one you call us sinner.
I need to take a close
I'm
look.
innocent in these crimes.
I am positive now. It's the
You know what
power
that
of the
reminds me
mix,
of?
isn't it?
What?
There's a
At long last.
There's a thing that I had on my YouTube a little bit. You know that game where you take these little dudes that make like instrument noises, and you put them all together in a line, and they make like a musical sound of sorts.
I know what it's called. I know what it's called.
Well, okay, so it's that, but they take these individual characters, and I'll have to show you. I'm gonna have to look this up on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Dare you?
Incredibox Sprunky.
That's what it is. Incredible.
Are you using a Sprunky?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a Sprunkinator.
I was trying to make sure I got the
Sprunked.
right. Some of the characters, like, I'm amazed they also gave like these little like sorry piece characters actual body shapes.
A sinner, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
For a sinner can
No,
only
like there's
come
like somebody I guess made a bunch of characters for it. A bunch of characters for Sprunky. It got popular, and then they gave them like.
Sprunky is. I'm not gonna lie.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become.
I don't know what it. I don't know what Sprunkies are. I don't know.
Of fate.
Creator enough. That's fucking funny. So I made fun.
Sent you a link in DMs.
Okay.
Sinister. Dangerous.
Like you can see the similarities between your fucking avatar and the Sprunkies.
Because it is. It is a Sprunky. I made a Sprunky.
You just said you don't know what Sprunky is.
I don't know what they are. I said it was a fucking. It was a little character creator on Picru, and it was a Sprunkinator.
Ah.
It was a Sprunky. I made it. I don't know what Sprunkies are.
The abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future.
I'm
we
dumb.
looked to you to take us there.
I mean, it's kind of niche, so I don't blame you.
Dumb.
Princess of Conria.
Sir, did you just misgender me?
Yes.
Why did he just
Because
call me?
fuck you.
Oh, that's right. We never looked in a mirror. How would we not have seen our face in the freaking waterfall water?
Plot.
Also, how is my character the prince? How is she the princess of?
Hey, traveler. Traveler.
How is she the princess of Conria? I'm so lost.
She's not the princess of Conria. I think.
Well,
We don't know shit about it yet.
Albrecht just called her the princess of Conria.
We don't know shit about it yet, so I don't have an explanation.
Traveler? Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness? You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again.
Was the voice actor at the time suffering from like a sore throat or something? I can hear like mucus or gravel in his throat.
Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life. You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
So you saw her memories from centuries ago.
Okay,
With
so
your
there's
own
that.
eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path? Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began. What is it?
The field? What is
You mean where we're standing?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging.
Corpses!
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later. And it's holding a silk scarf in its hand.
Oh, that's him.
What does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here? What? That's impossible. Unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse. This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think.
Okay, so immortality
search
means
my
that they live
memories for
forever,
some
but
missing
obviously,
pieces. We should
Alberich's
part
body
ways
just
here.
desiccates and shit like that. Can't they still be killed?
Desiccate.
With us, you know.
Desiccate.
No idea.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right...
Is the sinner the king of Conria?
You mean that he saw the traveler? How is that possible?
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh? What is it? Huh?
Aw, they hugged. I bet all the Paimon Traveler shippers are excited about that one.
Why are you having to bring in the Paimon shippers?
Huh?
Oof.